flutters and hand motions vids here on top of some rambling. This is a 21K sub vid. I hit it on the 15th. Which was yesterday. But I just want to put it up, say thank you again to everybody. New subs, existing subs, all that. Restful Tingles ASMR for the, we did the collab. That was awesome. He did a good job editing that and everything. That was really well done on his part. I thank him for doing the editing on that, and it came out well. I picked up, definitely got a nice bump. I was doing well. Like, I'm still on it. A run in August here. I can't. It's hard to do the left. I've still been on a good run, and it's gone down a little bit. But I was on a good run before, and then the collab happened, and I got another additional boost. So anybody who came over from his channel, welcome. I know I've said that before, but anybody else who's just found my channel, it's been a hell of a run. I'm grateful for it. I appreciate everyone, comments, just watching, likes, all that stuff. It was exciting. That was a quick 1,000 for me. My channel grows at a decent rate, but it's been very, very good. All the videos have paid off. It's been, a great run since really April. It would have been April. That was the one second here. The last 4 months have been great, and then that collab definitely gave me that supercharged boost there, and July was nuts on all fronts. I think I did my best numbers on everything: monetization, views, and subscribers. And doing these. With the Premier League stuff now, it's cool, getting all the input from everybody. It's nice. It's like opening up. Okay, I found something else here that will draw people in, and even if not just that, get people interested who are sub to me from all over that are into that, and they're like, oh, cool, another video to check out and stuff. But it's pretty exciting. I'm going to be doing a recap on that Tuesday. I was looking at their schedules again for the. So right now it looks like Monday seems to be like there's always a game on Monday, similar to like Monday Night Football. So I'll be doing some Tuesday, and then there's somewhere it's like I can do a Monday, and then I saw there's some games played. I was looking later on this season. Some games are played on Wednesday, some games are played on Tuesday. So I'll just adjust the recaps as they go. And you might see those recaps grow in my knowledge of the game. like, I know the game in terms of, like, the very basic stuff. But obviously all the other stuff I've been listening to, I've been listening to, I subbed to, like, I subbed to Aston Villa's, like, YouTube page, the club's actual page, and then other people who are, like, podcasters or whatever who talk about them. So I've been watching videos on that. It's like, I saw Jacob Ramsey had left. I'm like, really? I was like, look, like, I was looking at players. I was like, I can see, man, I'm interested in watching them. And all of a sudden, I was like, he 40 million to Newcastle, and I gotta learn about the transfers and stuff. Because the people are just like, we sold them. And I was just like, that sounds weird. But, I've been watching those, so I'm trying to just take in information. I was told about the app through Instagram, and I think in a comment as well, whatever it's called, FOTMob or some FOTMob. I downloaded that and I actually followed Aston Villa. I followed Charlotte. The MLS season's been going on, so I'll worry about that next year. I followed them. There's another North Carolina team that's in Raleigh. I guess it's one of the lower leagues. One of the lower leagues in the U.S. They're in their final, I think. I was like, where's this team play? I'll follow them. So that's how I can get scores and stuff. But thanks to everybody again. It's been a long journey so far, which is crazy. I mean, I think it's September. When did my first video go up? I can't remember. For this channel, I think it was September 6th or 4th or some shit. In that range, I can just look, but I don't know off the top of my head. It's in that range. And that would be, let's see. I'm gonna be finishing through my 9th YouTube year on here. It's been a long run, ups and downs. It started off very slow, and the pace picked up. And I've been pretty steady. Subs will bounce back and forth. But overall, I'm very grateful where I'm at, and happy with it. I'm pleased with it. As long as I keep growing, I love the back and forths in the comments, and talking to people on Instagram as well. I enjoy that stuff a lot. I like chatting with people. Because it's not just like, oh, I make vids and I'll just heart your comment or whatever, or whatever. Like, I like responding. I like comment. Like, that means a lot to me. It's not just like, oh, I'm just making vids and whatever. Like, I view all of you as, say friends to an extent, in that way, online community, online friends or whatever. I like going back and forth. Like, that's the thing. It's always meant something to me, even on my other channel when I was back in the day. That was a big part of it. You're chatting with people. You kind of develop these kind of, I remember that person commenting and stuff. And that's why part of me was like, I wouldn't want to get huge for a bunch of reasons. I'm talking 100K plus, right? I don't think I'd get there regardless, but because I don't want to. Like I said, all of a sudden you're getting a shit ton of comments. Like, say you're hitting 200, 300 comments a video. Like, some of those, yeah, sure, you could just put a heart on. It's like a great video or something. You don't technically need to respond to it. I respond to the comments, and if I can't do it, all of a sudden, like I say, I've been responding to some of your comments for 5, 6, 7 years, and all of a sudden I don't. Like, to me, that always sat wrong with me, and I would have to like go out of my way to like. I'd probably put up less vids, and then spend the day responding to comments. I do want to say thanks to everybody, and it does mean a lot. I still enjoy making the vids and stuff, and it's fun. I'm still waffling on that PO box thing. if any of you have watched my channel long enough, you know this how I like. Part of me deep down doesn't want to do it because of my mindset and the way I think with things related to YouTube. I won't get into it. It's not anything bad. It's just, I don't know. But it's also a good way to also sell some of my other shirts that I have. Or if I want to sell some games or anything else and people are interested, I can do it through that. Ship it through a P.O. box. It might still happen, though. I don't know. You'll know for sure if that's happening by the end of this year. Because if it doesn't happen by then, it ain't happening. You gotta remember, I'm also the person I'll be like, I'm gonna get a PSP, I'll say 3 years, and then 3 years later, I get the thing, like, oh yeah, I'm finally just do it. It's funny, I was talking about, oh yeah, maybe I'll get into the MLS soccer or the Charlotte, and then I flip it, and I'm like, you know what, let's try the Premier League, and that ends up being like a year or two after I initially, well, it would have been when we got down here, so it's probably been a year. I don't think I would have talked about that immediately, but been a fun ride. I think back to like, it's funny. I think about this sometimes. Like, how many states have I actually made a video in? I'm pretty sure I've made a video in South Carolina, here in North Carolina, New York, obviously, Florida, Pennsylvania. I think I did one at the hotel the 1 year. I might have got some shorts up when we were in Jamaica. I think I did. Yeah, I definitely did. Anywhere else? I might have. Yeah, I think I did film a walk in Georgia when we went there to Savannah. It's kind of fun day. I think about it. But once again, thank you to everybody. Anybody across the board. Everybody, other creators and stuff, and all the subs and stuff like that. It's been great. I am grateful for where I'm at. It's still sometimes surreal, And it's funny when Restful Tingles put the collab up on his page, and you see other people come in and they're like, oh, I like that stuff, or yeah, you guys are my favorites, or he's awesome. You're just like, oh wow, it feels good, obviously, and when people say, oh, you help with my anxiety, you help with when I'm sleeping, I'm feeling down, I watch it. That really does mean a lot. Like, it's almost surreal. Like, oh my God, wow, you could be helping people in a way, helping with their anxiety and stuff. It's nice, it's a nice feeling. I remember when I talked about this, I think, and I'm still pissed because I don't have it anymore because on my old laptop that's like dead. When it was early on on this channel, and I was struggling. And I remember I probably was talking about it in a video, just being like, maybe I wasn't, I don't know. And I was like, somebody wrote me, this is when you could see this, I think the first maybe 2 years, maybe not even. That I was on this channel, you could still leave messages. You could still write messages through YouTube, like, and you would get like private messages through YouTube, kind of like almost an email type thing. And someone left me a really nice one, and I had it saved on my computer. I like legitimately saved it because I think they all went away anyway when I got rid of it. I like screenshot or whatever I did, and then my computer, that computer shit out, and I didn't have it anywhere else, and it's on that hard drive. So it was a really nice letter, and it got my spirits up. I was like, okay, the vids matter and stuff. I remember first doing role plays, and first doing role plays. This is weird. It took me. I think anybody probably gets into making ASMR videos, especially when you start doing role plays and stuff. You're like, okay, I could see this being weird. I think I talked about this. Did I mention this in a video when I was in Florida? My mom and I had gotten Wendy's, and we come back. I'm like, I'm gonna eat this at home because I can make a video with it. I just did the Wendy's eating video, and my mom's like, people watch that because most of my family and friends know I have a channel. They're like, people watch that, they like it. I'm like, yeah, people like the sound and stuff. She was like perplexed, like, what? I was like, people enjoy a lot of stuff. They like, and it's also just the banter as well too. It might be the sounds, but I think people like the banter. That's what I like. I've talked about it a million times. I'm a voice person. I don't even like other sounds that I do like. I've talked about, and there's tapping that I like. Oddly enough, I'm not a massive fan of gum chewing. If the person's voice is great and they're chewing gum, I don't care. But I'm not like specifically like I need to have gum on the videos I watch. It doesn't matter. But everybody likes different things. It's such a vast kind of thing in terms of sounds and what people like. So. But anyway, this is a 21K vid. Thank you to everybody as always. And more finger flutters and hand motions as well in there also to kind of spice up a 21K video, which I probably didn't even need to do. I could have just said finger flutters and hand motions. But anyway, thank you again to everyone for everything you've ever done for my channel. And thanks everybody for the support as always. And thanks for checking us out. And have a good day.